I'm still fucking confused. Because
I will say that
it literally kept saying the same thing. So that's how when people kept saying on here, like, oh, she's this, she's that, she knew. I'm like, how? If a man, and it's like, they all trying to make it seem like they've never been through stuff with men or anything of that nature. That is not true. Everybody had their ups and downs when it comes to men. As I said, you want to say the Tinder swindler in the beginning? As I said, he was doing stuff. He was spending money. We was going out. We had a good time. He fell on hard times. He borrowed money. He started paying me back. Before that, I literally left him when I realized he was playing both sides. That's when I left him and everything fanned out. He called me and he's like, you know what? I'm going to apologize because you're a victim and she's a victim. He basically had been honest with me saying he was playing both of us. That's why I felt like as a woman, there was no reason for me to come for her, which I never did until I realized it was like some bullying thing going on. And I'm like, y'all are literally retarded. Like, I'm not going to stoop to y'all level. Then I started being petty when I realized weeks was going on and it was still on my name. Okay. And I started being petty. I let it go. And then I started going back to what I was talking about on the regular, playing matches with people. I let it go. When I realized everybody kept saying, oh, you're too Richard up on TikTok. Guess what I did? I said, okay, let me get off TikTok. I haven't been on here in almost 2 months. Okay. I haven't been live in almost 2 months. I just started posting my natural content of my reels and all that.
And I thought you went on vacation with a new man.
Yeah.
Is he 25 years old for true? I mean, it's none of our business, but...
Why does it matter? You see what I'm saying of, like, what is being, like, that she's going to say, because she digs up dirt. It's the same thing when she said I was fucked out. It's like you're calling down people trying to find information to drag me over a man that you should have been dragging the man.
Both of y'all, honestly, I don't see... Well, yeah, you could have been dragging him, too, to be honest. Like, tell me something more about him. But I want to say this, right? So, because I want to see from your perspective. You found somebody, you thought he was single, right? Then you found out he had a baby mother. Because you said that, you met baby mother and then you started to say, oh, she looked cheap and everything. That wasn't nice. You started to talk down on her.
Dude, I literally said I wasn't going to I wasn't going to just throw shit and hide it. I literally said everything what transpired because eventually I knew he probably was going to go back to her and say, oh, I said something. I did say that. Had I known I was your baby mom, I would not talk to you because she looked cheap. I definitely said that to him. I could have hid that out of it, but I knew eventually it probably might come up and then y'all got to sound wicked. Let me tell my shit myself. The same way everything else looked or whatever. I was like, let me tell my side of the story myself. Because for months, everybody kept picking and choosing what they wanted to hear, what they wanted to say, or anything. And no one ever heard what I said because I never came on here and spoke about it.
Okay. So at what point in y'all relationship you realize that okay, this never worked, my man him done? Because even after the whole situation online, you were still in communication with him, right? You were still
owed me money. He was trying to still talk to me. I told him that I just want my money back. It was not like he was still trying to talk to me after I was not giving him the time of day.
Okay, and I have something that it's very important and detrimental to somebody's career. The nurse, why did you insinuate that it was her? Because I heard the voice.
Somebody told me. Somebody had called and told me it was her. But that's why I said allegedly, because people gonna pick and choose what they say. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you see, I played the voice note. He was like, should have a friend who run your profile and get all the information. Somebody else calling was like, he must have told them it was a nurse. He didn't tell me that. That's why I said allegedly it was that. So y'all need to be careful because that's what I was told.
Because in America, I could look you up right now. It's very easy. Once you know somebody's first and name, you can...
I knew what I was told. I'm not going to repeat nothing that did not come. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Because that is like, she's a nurse and that is HIPAA. So if she's moving the database to look up somebody, that's really bad, to put on her. She have her business. So, but if you
and the man literally he was on the phone with me saying that she have a friend that's looking me up and somebody else pinched me and told me that that's what was said.
Okay, so but he's saying that it's your friend. But he said, she said, he said, she said. Yeah. So do you want to clear up the loving the crew allegations? Do you want to clear up like people saying that you dealt with multiple men in the same circle?
That's nobody business. If why do people care about who I dealt with in my past? Like, I don't understand. Like, why is that even a topic of conversation? Which is just show how low people. You get what I'm saying? People go to dig up dirt on people. Everything I spoke about had to do with me up until she kept coming for me to a point where she literally was crying that his friends were still sending me gifts on here when I literally didn't even have no more communication with the guy. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like she was being so antagonizing to a point where everybody was fed up. Everybody around the circle was super fed up with what was going on. But now it's like you trying to dig up shit because she was so butthurt that I said her dad was with us. You shouldn't be coming for me. You should be coming for your family, not me.
So when the dad was around you, which I think it's her stepdad, right? How was that setting? Like, is it like, oh, it was like, I'm trying to figure out how would my dad be comfortable with somebody that my in-law, how was it? Like,
so then on my end, if you on the outside looking in and you seeing shit is going that deep, you wouldn't think to be like, damn, like, I guess it is like some co-parenting thing. He could be outside living his life because nobody cares. Because when we was out, it wasn't no tense, nothing. We literally, we went out to eat. We was going shopping. Shit, we played top golf. We was eating. I think I even was showing him how to eat with chopsticks. All type of shit was going down. It was never like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking.
He was like, acting like he's the guy's father, not her father.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, you know, like, it was just like, oh, everybody's all cool. Like, this is normal. Like, they made it seem like it was a normal setting.
Okay. All right, Meech. So,
looking in, how does, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what other thing is there for me to be like, oh?
I mean, I honestly, and I don't, people are going to say, oh, I'm biased, whatever it is. I could see where it's like, okay, you know, he was single and you thought he was single and, you know, y'all doing everything together and then, I don't know. I don't even know how we got that. I think some of it is my responsibility. I don't even know how you posted the picture, right? So you posted the picture out of spite because he went back. So you decided, okay, I'm going to post the picture to
him because that's like, you know, like, you're not about to play with me when I realized he was. And he even called my friend and was like, you know, I fucked up, so I can't even be mad at her. Because, as I said, he came to me, which is why when I would come on here, I would not say nothing about her because she wasn't in the wrong. But it was when they kept bringing up my name, coming for me to a point. Remember, she literally was like, how I steal shit. At one point, she even said I'd be chopping the line and all type of shit. I never had to do none of that a day in my life. But nobody didn't see that when they was on here ganging up and bullying me, and I kept quiet the whole time, minding my business. But then now when I speak, oh, I'm with Gator, I'm this and that. But why nobody was defending me before when I was never in the wrong? I did not do nothing. If he lied, she literally came and said she realized he's a narcissist. So clearly he has a pattern.
She give him I will say that she definitely class and cuss him and she give him a lot of wrong and she say more things.
In the beginning, Urban, she should have did that in the beginning and not have to bring me into it. She could have did that without bringing me up. Why she had to bring me up in the beginning?
I think the whole issue was it became territorial. It's like you take my man and now you come at my workplace and basically it's like a provoking.
When you came over here, I was live. So how?
It just appears that way because, you know, a lot of people didn't know you and then so.
And the real receipts, how does that, like, you?
I'm just letting you know how it appears.
But I'm asking you because I realized I could actually have a decent conversation with you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if you literally just say, you know what, I did see you on live, Meech, before all of this happened. How can I take somebody's platform if I already been over here?
No, but she never saw you. She didn't know. Half of Jamaica didn't know. So that's where it became the issue. No, you have to understand that. I'm just saying that's where wires were crossed because it's like you took my man, you come in and business bust out. And the thing I'll give caveat for real, she does a good job of keeping her issues off of the internet. So now the one of this come out, bust out panar, she shame. Now she have to see you every day. And it's like, okay, you being barefaced. And you know, people hurt people and they cuss and, you know, things were said. So I understand from both of you guys' perspective, to be honest. All right, now, so we killed that, right? We killed the situation from when? That was what? October we killed it? Her birthday was in December, right? The birthday, that's what kind of reignited another round between you guys. The birthday match, she was playing against Comment Investigator and you chose to shoot against her in her birthday match. And of course, then again, it's like, you coming up in my space, you have shoot against me. What do you have to say for yourself? If you're being petty, And I did say it in my video. If you're being petty and I do that, then you just admit it. You're being petty.
The same way as you said, I came over here. Come an investigator asked me to come shoot. I literally said, it's going to cause a problem. He said, I don't think so. And I literally, when I was just on there with the mix-up people, I literally showed them and they all had to be quiet. I said, so if somebody asks me that I play matches with on a regular, I don't give a fuck who's on the opponent's side. I'm showing them love because this is what we do on a regular. Why am I not going to show love because somebody on there who feel a type of way? That don't got shit to do with me. He actually tagged me in the post. I could have posted it on my story. That would have been being petty. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I literally didn't do that. He literally asked me, and I could show you because I don't have no problem. Like, where is it? You see here it says, mention you in story. Mm-hmm. Right? I said, if I shoot, problem I gotta start. I don't think so. Come give me our strength, please.
Okay. I mean, you did it to be petty. I mean, we listen, everybody act like them perfect on the internet.
No, I'm not acting like I'm perfect.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the comments I got, but we all know, man and young girl in an argument, sometimes you go walk past them for purpose, then you go brush them, well, that's how me used to operate when me in the street. I used to play a dirty fight. Me never used to fight fear. Me and a girl, me up in your face, me a tap on your toe. So if for that, that's what it is. Because really and truly, you never did that for come. You could have ignored about, but you come and you'd be petty. You know what it is.
I play with him. I could understand if it was somebody I didn't have communication. Like, me and him was in matches every other day or something. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so just like, to me, it would have been wrong. Like, oh, why am I, who's frightened? He literally said he don't think it was going to be a problem. So I didn't think, that's why I wasn't even shooting for her.
You're not saying wanting money, wanting kinds, them.
But at the end of the day, if I was being petty, I would have been shooting for her to lose. I didn't care. As he said, come give me our strength. I went over there to show love. That's all I went to do. I didn't go there to try to make her lose for her birthday or anything. It was never that. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I was not being petty. If I was being petty, I have no problem saying, hey, I was being petty by going over there. He asked me, I didn't even know the match was going on. He literally, as you can see, it says, mention you in their story.
Yeah. Okay. All right then.
If I was being petty, I would have had reposted the flyer. That's being petty. But me going over there to throw like $300, like, that's not being nothing. That was not nothing.
Before you leave, if you can show $300.